So we are going to begin with, is somebody trying to enter? No? Okay. Yeah, so we are going to begin with money markets. So first, let us look at the contents, all that we are going to cover, because it is going to take a long time, right? And I don't think it will be covered in one class. So first thing is that what are your money markets and why do we need them, right? Who are the participants of money market? And then we will discuss at length all your money market instruments, right? Then we have comparison of different money market securities, which one to go, which one to not, right? And before we do that, one thing you should be clear about, that this is not for retail investors, money market, right? Majority of it is dealt with by large investors only, right? This is not for retail investors. So what are money markets, right? And why do we need them? Um, See, I just explained in the previous lecture that money markets are those where you invest in instruments which have a maturity period of less than 1 year, right? So and they are very liquid markets, right? So why do we need them? What was the point where it started, and where what is where did they start rising, right? So initially, if you see, they have been, they are very old markets. They have been active, since early 1800s, if you talk globally, right? But they started gaining importance only after 1970s and 80s, right? So traditionally, if you see, there was an inclination towards banks, right? People used to deposit their money in banks. And here, please keep in mind that money is a misnomer, right? So money is not just the cash that you keep. Money also includes your short-term securities. Okay? So all your marketable securities, जितना भी हम discuss करेंगे, because what you keep as SLR, the banks, they need to maintain CRR and SLR, right? So that in SLR, you just don't need to keep your money or cash. You can also keep it in the form of treasury bills or short-term marketable securities, right? So traditionally, there was an inclination towards banks, right? But the problem is that these banks need to maintain your CRR and SLR, right? So what is CRR and SLR?
Cash reserve ratio and statutory liquidity reserve.
रेशो, पहली बात तो स्टैट्यूटरी
Sorry,
स्टैट्यूटरी लिक्विडिटी रेशो, राइट? तो ये तो हो गई फुल फॉर्म्स. अब इनका मतलब क्या होता है
CRR
एनीबॉडी?
is a
हम्म.
CRR is a percentage of the net deposits with bank which it has to keep with the central bank, and SLR is the same which it has to keep with itself for liquidity
करेक्ट.
purposes.
सो ये जो डिपॉजिट्स होते हैं, दैट इज एनडीटीएल, नेट डिमांड एंड टाइम लाइबिलिटीज, राइट? अभी आगे करेंगे थोड़ा डिस्कस, जब कमर्शियल बैंक पार्टिसिपेंट्स में डिस्कस करेंगे, देन आई विल टेल यू. So banks had to keep this money as reserve, right? So that means they cannot blindly give out, or declare interest rates on the deposits they give out to people. Time deposit, demand deposits. Time deposits हो गया, FDs हो गया, RDs हो गया, right? Demand deposits, just like your current account or saving account. Whenever the depositor comes, you have to give out the money, right? तो आपका जो बेसिक सेविंग्स अकाउंट है, उस पर भी 3 to 4 इंटरेस्ट, तो 4% इंटरेस्ट तो आपको देना ही होता है, राइट? So you cannot increase these interest rates, right? Because you don't have that kind of money. अगर आप, if you are taking deposits, so some portion of it you have to keep as reserves also, right? So these interest rates, continue to be low. That was the problem. But come 1970s and 80s, especially in US market, so there was a boom everywhere in especially in real estate, if I'm not wrong. So that was also spiking the inflation. ठीक है? So उससे क्या हुआ, जो शॉर्ट टर्म इंटरेस्ट रेट्स थे वो बहुत बढ़ गए, economy में, right? So holding cash or depositing it in the bank, which was giving still lower interest rates, became very expensive, right? So in order to, people were hungry for more profits, right? So they started moving their money to stock markets instead of keeping it in the banks, right? So as they say, what has happened for mutual fund industry in India after 2016? A lot of people, if you look at the, acha, I have this one video on mutual funds. So in that I had covered RBI ka mutual fund report also, right? So if you look at that data from RBI, after 2016, the net assets value of mutual fund industry has increased a lot. So after demonetization, a lot of people moved to the mutual fund industry. Similarly, the same thing happened to US markets in 70s or 80s, right? So they are way ahead of us, right? So that was the time when people started moving to stock markets instead of keeping their money in banks. And what people do in India, they keep it at their homes in the form of gold, right? So we have a long way to go, right? So that was when the money market started, prospering. Now let us have a look at the money market participants, right? So the first participant is the central bank of the country, which would be RBI for us, and US Federal Reserve for US, right? So what central bank does is that they will keep issuing these US or your RBI treasury securities. Okay? So why do they do it? Because देखो US treasury bills होते हैं, then you have treasury notes, then you have treasury bonds. So जैसे जैसे आप नीचे जाते जाओगे, इनका मेच्योरिटी पीरियड जो है वो इंक्रीज होता जाएगा, ठीक है? And why do we do it? Why do central bank in participate in money market? In order to control the money supply, right? So if you want to, if you think that there is excess cash in the in circulation in the economy, what you will do is you will issue treasury bills. So people will buy that bill and they will park that money with RBI. So naturally excess money is removed and that is deposited with RBI, right? Then you have commercial banks. ठीक है? So commercial bank में क्या होता है? They have to maintain different kinds of ratios. One is your CRR, SLR, MSF रहेगा, marginal standing facility, liquidity adjustment facility, और अब तो marginal cost of lending rate भी आ गया, ठीक है? Which has replaced your base rate, ठीक है? तो व्हाट आर, और इसके अलावा आपके रेपोज भी होते हैं, रेपो, रिवर्स रेपो. सो यू शुड ऑल यू शुड नो दीज ratios. So let's start with CRR and SLR, right? So CRR, as what was the name of the student which who was telling CRR and SLR?
Ishmeher.
Ishmael. So Ishmael just told us that CRR is something that you keep with RBI, right? And you don't earn any interest on it. You don't earn any income on it. That is the basic difference between CRR and SLR. CRR कितना परसेंट चल रहा है अभी? प्लीज स्टार्ट.
4%.
4% पहले था, अब ये रिवाइज हो चुका है. लास्ट जो आपकी थी मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी की यहाँ पर रिव्यू कमेटी थी, तो इट हैज कम डाउन टू 3%, बट जनरली यस इट स्टेज अराउंड 4%. ठीक है? प्रेजेंट इज 3%. SLR इज अराउंड 18%. ठीक है? So now SLR is something which you keep with yourself. First thing, banks have to maintain minimum deposits, and second thing, it does not include only cash. You can have treasury bills also, right? So when you have invested in treasury bills, you can earn interest on them, right? So this is not just idle money. इससे आप earn भी कर सकते हो. Then you have your marginal standing facility. अब ये क्या होती है? See, marginal standing facility is extended by RBI to banks, right? So when this is for long term, first thing, right? And this liquidity adjustment facility is for short term, right? So when you take loan from RBI on long term basis, it is known as marginal standing facility. Similarly, if you take a loan from RBI on short term basis, it is known as liquidity adjustment facility. What do I mean by short term? It means intraday और overnightly basis. उससे ज्यादा एक्सटेंड नहीं करेगा ये, ठीक है, बहुत शॉर्ट टाइम स्पैन होता है. अब ये मैनेज कैसे होता है एलएफ? इसके दो पोर्शन रहते हैं, रेपो एंड रिवर्स रेपो, राइट? व्हाट इज रेपो रेट? एनीबडी?
It is the rate at which RBI lends to commercial banks.
Yes. So the rate at which RBI, what is your name, dear?
Simran.
Simran. Okay, nice. So Simran just told us that repo rate is जो currently is 4%, right? So this is the rate at which RBI will lend to any bank. If RBI is giving loan to, let's say, SBI, they will for short term, it will lend at 4%. Reverse repo is if RBI needs to borrow money from SBI, right? So this rate is 3.35%, which I'm sure nobody knows. So I'm not going to waste my time and have long silences in between the lectures, right? So this is your LAF, liquidity adjustment facility, which consists of repo and reverse repo. अभी आपका MSF आ गया, which was loan for long term. So this is done on bank rate. ठीक है? So bank rate is the rate at which RBI lends to other banks for long term. Repo is for short term. Bank rate is for long term. Although they are the same thing. Clear? इसके अलावा भी कुछ बचा है? MCLR बच गया ना? So let me erase this first. So MCLR ये जो है ये अभी अभी आया है. It's a recent concept introduced by RBI. इससे पहले क्या होता था? बेस रेट. ठीक है? Base rate is the minimum rate below which you will not extend loans to people, right? Sometimes, in order to attract more investors or more borrowers, banks, tend to give loans at lower rates, right? So, in order to, और फिर वो बाद में NPA में चेंज हो जाता है, ठीक है? NPA का तो प्रॉपर पूरा हिस्ट्री है इंडियन बैंक्स का, इनफैक्ट एवरी बैंक, बट इंडियन बैंक्स आर गोइंग थ्रू क्राइसिस, राइट? सो in order to 8 to 9% रहता है, आई थिंक 8.818 to 9.54, चेक कर लेना इसको, बट इसके अराउंड ही रहता है. So this base rate now has been replaced by marginal cost of funding lending rate. ठीक है? So now RBI has said that in order to give a loan you incur certain expenses, right? So you have employees, उनको आप सैलरी दोगे, एम्प्लॉय सैलरीज, राइट? आपका जो प्रमोशन का एक्सपेंसेस है, इसी तरह से लाइटिंग का एक्सपेंसेस, ऑफिस एक्सपेंसेस, तो ऑल दीज काइंड ऑफ एक्सपेंसेस, राइट? So you need to cover these expenses, right? So now RBI says that whatever expenses you incur, right? So marginal cost जितना भी incur करते हो, so they have prescribed a formula to banks. So you will put in your expenses in that formula and then come up with the interest rate that you will charge. So if you have more expenses here, you will give loans at higher interest rate. So there is an inherent, banks will be inspired to cut on their expenses, right? Otherwise, they will be losing out in the competition. When other banks are giving the same educational loans or home loans at lower rates, right? So that is also a way of cutting down on costs of banks. Yeah. So that was your commercial banks, right? The next is your businesses, right? So businesses जो है basically they will enter your money market because they need the working capital. ठीक है? If they need to invest in a new project, in that case, they will go to the capital markets and not money markets. But if you need money for short term, आपको थोड़ा पैसा चाहिए, right? For that, you go to the money markets. उसके लिए हो सकता है आप कमर्शियल पेपर इशू कर दो, ठीक है? कोई भी शॉर्ट टर्म इंस्ट्रूमेंट, राइट? अभी आगे पढ़ेंगे जो भी टाइप्स ऑफ इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स हैं. Then you have investment companies. What is an investment company? Yes, what is an investment company? Whatever comes to your mind, you can be wrong also. See, there are certain companies. Yes, somebody wants to say anything? And tell me your name also.
Nikhila, it acts
Okay.
as a link between people who have excess money and people who need money for
Correct.
business.
Correct, Nikhila. So basically, an investment company is a company whose basic function is to they are not creating a real asset, right? They are dealing in financial assets only. So their major function is only to buy and sell securities, right? Either debt or your equity securities or derivatives, right? So they are dealing in financial assets only. जो भी आपका ये मैंने अभी initially बोला था, गोल्डमैन सैच हो गया, जेपी मॉर्गन चेज हो गया, so all these are your big investment companies, right? Then you have your finance companies, right? And insurance companies. What are finance companies? It's important to know the difference between these two, investment and finance.
Finance companies, I guess, doesn't take deposits. It only extends funds to those who are
Correct.
needing.
So finance company is somebody who helps out people who need loan, right? Let's say you are a startup and you need money. So finance company will, even if you are a retailer or individual, right? So then somebody who needs loans, they can go to finance company, right? So that means you have banks. Traditionally, you had banks for that. Now you have NBFCs also for that, right? So इसके लिए आपका मुथूट फाइनेंस, I told you in the beginning, right? Allianz हो गया. So these kind of companies, right? Insurance companies, I hope everybody knows there are so many insurance companies. Government का आपका जो major है that is LIC. इसके अलावा there are many more, right? Private also, and LIC and GIC also, which was apparently nationalized. ये जब मैं आपका इंश्योरेंस फंड्स का आई थिंक डिस्कस करूंगी उसमें हम डिटेल में डिस्कस करेंगे. Then you have your pension funds, mutual funds. ठीक है, so there are infinite number of schemes on mutual funds and pension funds. तो ये जो independent pension funds भी हो सकते हैं, ठीक है, or these schemes can be given by investment companies also, right, as part of their umbrella scheme. ठीक है, so there are many SBI mutual fund है, HDFC का है, रिलायंस टैक्स सेवर मिल जाएगा आपको. सो इन्फिनिट नंबर ऑफ स्कीम्स, ठीक है. अभी आपका ये फ्रैंकलिन टेम्पल्टन जो वाइंड अप हो गई थी, डेट म्यूचुअल फंड स्कीम्स, राइट? So there are many. Then you have individuals also. So theoretically, individuals can also participate in money market, but they don't practically, right? So money market is for big players only, but it is not restricted. Okay? If individuals want, they can invest. You just need to have big or a large amount of money with you in order to participate in money market. Clear? Now money market instruments. So the first instrument that I want to discuss is your treasury bills, right? So treasury bills, as we discussed, they are issued by RBI. ठीक है, अब मेच्योरिटी पीरियड कितना होता है, इसमें डिफरेंट मेच्योरिटी पीरियड्स रहते हैं. It can be for 91 days also, 182 days, or a 12-month also, right? And this is for US, and for India, it can vary from 14 days to 364 days. ठीक है, मिनिमम डिनोमिनेशन जो है that will be 10,000 if you wish to invest abroad, and if you want to do it in India, then it will be 25,000. Clear? So 25,000 minimum, और उसके बाद फिर ये multiples में चलता है. ठीक है? So that is why I was saying कि it is not for स्मॉल इन्वेस्टर्स. आप कितना स्मॉल इन्वेस्टर्स कितना 2-3 लाख इन्वेस्ट कर लेंगे, इससे ज्यादा तो क्या करेंगे वन गो में, है ना. So this is for big investors only, and you go in the multiples of 25,000, right? And you can buy it online also, as I told you, right? Online sale भी होता है, online auction होता है इसका. And another feature is that it is issued at discount from par, right? So let's say if face value is 1,000 rupee for a share, right? So they will issue it at 950 rupee, and whatever is the difference of 50 rupee, right? That is your profit, because it will be redeemed at face value. Why do we do that? Why don't we give out interest? Because that the maturity period is generally very short, right? So by the time you mail out the interest checks, अगर आप checks बनाओगे interest के लिए, तो उतने टाइम तक तो ये mature ही हो जाएगा, है ना. So you don't have time to indulge into these things. So that is why it is issued at discount and redeemed at par. ठीक है. Second is your treasury bill. अच्छा, इसमें रिस्क कुछ नहीं होता. It is basically zero default risk. Why? Because it is issued by RBI only. गवर्नमेंट इशू कर रही है, तो इसमें क्या रिस्क होगा, है ना. तो let me finish this, then I'll. चलो, let's go back. So we were here. So it is zero default risk, investment. There is no risk of default by the government, and also there is low inflation risk. Okay. Why? Not because they are not subjected to inflation, because even if you are government or RBI, inflation तो आप भी suffer करोगे, right? The reason why it is low inflation, because the time period is very short. तो 14 days में इतना चेंज नहीं आएगा इन्फ्लेशन में, है ना. और मेजोरिटी जो देखो 90 डेज से ज्यादा तो चलते ही नहीं है, इतने में ही करते हैं लोग इन्वेस्ट. ठीक है. तो इतने टाइम पीरियड में ज्यादा चेंजेस नहीं आते हैं. सो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज लो इन्फ्लेशन रिस्क ऑल्सो, राइट. अब ये ट्रेजरी बिल ऑक्शंस होते हैं. इसमें क्या होता है दैट एवरी थर्सडे फॉर यूएस एंड एवरी वेंसडे for India, right? They will announce on their website that how many treasury bills they are going to issue. ठीक है. तो इसमें जो गवर्नमेंट एजेंट्स होंगे या जो भी आपके स्टॉक ब्रोकर्स हैं, whoever is interested, they can invest in that, right? अच्छा, अब ये बिडिंग होती किस तरह से है, ये ऑक्शन. इसमें दो तरीके हैं. लेट मी इरेज इट फर्स्ट. ये फिक्स हो गया, वी केप्ट द एनोटेशन. सो ट्रेजरी बिल में वन इज योर कंपेटिटिव बिडिंग, right? And then you have your non-competitive bidding. Okay. Now what is the difference? इसमें क्या होगा, they will tell you both the quantity and price, right? But ये non-competitive bidding में क्या होता है, only quantity is told, right? So they are not giving you any flexibility vis-a-vis price, right? So they are saying that this is the price at which we are selling. आपको खरीदना है तो खरीदो, नहीं खरीदना है तो मत खरीदो. हम इतने बिल्स इशू कर रहे हैं, आपको नहीं खरीदना तो और बहुत लोग रेडी बैठे हैं, वो खरीद लेंगे. ठीक है. कंपेटिटिव बिडिंग में क्या होता है, दे विल टेल यू बोथ क्वांटिटी एंड प्राइस. सो दिस इज अ लिटिल फ्लेक्सिबल एज कंपेयर टू योर नॉन कंपेटिटिव बिडिंग. ठीक है. अच्छा, I wanted to do certain numericals. ठीक है, they are very very simple. So you can write it down. Please write down the question. You decide to purchase a 91-day treasury bill. Right? You decide to purchase. Now this is going to be fixed because I had to admit a student. चलो next पे कर लेते हैं, ठीक है? और let me go back and I'll just add a slide here. Yeah. So you decide to purchase a 91-day treasury bill, ठीक है? For $9850, ठीक है? Now when it matures, the bill will be worth 10,000. So this is your redemption value, ठीक है? I told you they are issued at discount from par and then they are redeemed at par, ठीक है? Now what is the bill's annualized yield? Quickly calculate it and tell me. What is the bill's annualized yield? बेसिकली एनुअलाइज यील्ड का क्या मतलब है? मैं आपको बोल रही हूँ कि ये इंटरेस्ट कितना अर्न कर रहे हैं पर एनम. एनुअलाइज मींस पर एनम, ठीक है? तो ये जो मैं एट डिस्काउंट खरीद रही हूँ, आई एम जस्ट आस्किंग यू टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू इंटरेस्ट. हाउ मच इंटरेस्ट आई एम कवरिंग, आई एम अर्निंग इन 1 year, ऑल्दो इट इज फॉर 91 days. तो आपको एनुअलाइज करना पड़ेगा इसको. एनीबडी वांट्स टू टेल मी द आंसर or should I do it? Just tell me yes or no, don't waste time. अरे बोलो, कुछ तो बोलो. अच्छा, समझ आ रहा है क्लास में क्या हो रहा है?
Yes, ma'am. We're trying.
ओके, चलो करो, ट्राई करो.
Ma'am, is it
Hmm.
6.016%?
That is almost correct. So 6 point, how much are you getting?
0.016. That's a very long.
6.016. हाँ, so that is correct. So you can write it as 6.11 also, right? 6.11 or
6.108. It came 6.108.
So that is more correct. 6.11 is the answer, right? So in order to calculate the interest, right, हम करेंगे क्या? जो भी आपका, जिस पे हमने रिडीम करना है और जो हमारी कॉस्ट थी, डिवाइडेड बाय दी बेस प्राइस, ठीक है? इससे हमारा इंटरेस्ट आ जाएगा. एंड नाउ वी हैव टू एनुअलाइज इट आल्सो. सो वी विल डिवाइड इट. कितने साल दिन होते हैं? 365 days in 1 year, divided by 91 days, because we are holding it for 91 days only, right? So you will get 6.11 or 108, ठीक है, जो भी आ रहा है आपका. So that is how you calculate the annualized yield, ठीक है? So I just wanted to give you an idea कि आप कितना इंटरेस्ट अर्न कर रहे हो. You can easily calculate. अब इसी में सपोज करो that now you decide to sell it 31 days before it matures, ठीक है? इसमें अभी आपको 30 days ही हुए थे और आपको सडनली जरूरत पड़ गई मनी की. तो यू डिसाइडेड दैट यू विल सेल इट 31 days बिफोर मेच्योरिटी, ठीक है? एंड यू रिसीव्ड ओनली 9948 रुपीज, ठीक है? अब इससे भी आपको कम मिले. सो इसमें अब बताओ कि आपने कितना इंटरेस्ट अर्न किया. कैलकुलेट द सेम इंटरेस्ट. ये मैंने गलत लिख दिया यहाँ पे. तो यू बेसिकली हेल्ड इट फॉर 60 days, राइट? बिकॉज आपने 31 days पहले उसको सेल कर दिया. So I'm following the same procedure. What I get in the end, minus my cost, right? And now instead of holding it for
3.99.
3.99, एक बार रुको मुझे कैलकुलेट करने दो. So this will be 60 days. You held it for 60 days. यही करा था आपने भी, सेम फॉर्मूला यूज किया था.
हमने 91 डेज कर लिया.
हाँ, तो बस वही ध्यान रखना है. So this 91, 6.052, ठीक है. तो आपको यही ध्यान रखना है, जब भी आप एनुलाइज कर रहे हो, यू डिवाइडेड बाय दी होल्डिंग पीरियड. आपने कितनी देर तक होल्ड किया, उसी का तो इंटरेस्ट आप कैलकुलेट करोगे ना. जब आपने सेल कर दिया, फिर वो आपके हाथ में नहीं है सिक्योरिटी, देन यू आर नॉट अर्निंग एनी इंटरेस्ट ऑन इट. आई होप इट्स क्लियर टू एवरीबडी. See, this kind of numerical is not going to come in the exam. This is for your understanding that how does this treasury bill works. Clear? चलो, now let's move to federal funds. So federal funds में क्या होता है? Yes.
2 घंटे की क्लास है क्या?
हाँ, वो तो मैंने बोला ही था कि I'll take an extra class because next class is at 3 o'clock only, right?
ओके मैम.
अच्छा, सुबह से आपकी कितनी क्लासेस हुई है? सुबह से कितनी क्लासेस हो गई आपकी?
3.
3 हो गई.
मैम
अच्छा,
3 क्लासेस और मैम पेपर भी था.
पेपर भी था.
हाँ.
यस मैम.
और 3 बजे किसकी क्लास है?
हाँ,
ममता
मैम.
ममता मैम की. चलो ठीक है फिर. We can discuss this in the next class. Anyway, because I don't think it will be completed in the remaining time, right? So I'll leave you here, right? And आपकी attendance के लिए I've received the call or the list, right? So I'll first stop recording here. And we will continue the rest of the money markets in the next lecture. ठीक है?